the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The ball carrier there, Adrian Peterson, he turned 31 back in March.
But after his return from knee surgery a few years ago, that incredible return, I don't think we look at his number the same way as we do a lot of running backs who turn 30.
Yeah, I agree. And right now, standing 17th all-time in the NFL rushing ranks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out till you run it, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They start the drive with Peterson. And some room to roam now. It's a big run for AP. 73 yards. And the NFL's leading rusher from a year ago, Adrian Peterson, he still has gas left in that tank.
I think he's got a whole lot of it. Talk about topped off. This guy can flat out play. Who knows how much longer it'll go, but whatever it'll be terrific. Remember his dad nicknamed him AD for all day? How about all time?
3 times he's led the league. 4 other times he's been in the top 6 in rushing. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And Nelson did not play in their first preseason game. He's had some issues with the tendonitis in the knee.
I think they're going to be very careful because the ACL that he tore last year was in his right knee. The tendonitis is in his left knee. Maybe he's overcompensating a little bit. They want to make sure they get back all of Jordy Nelson and that terrific speed.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, Lacey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
At the end of 1, 7-3 the score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The 2nd down throw for Bridge. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. You think back at Alabama, he was there, Ingram was there, Richardson all at the same time. Boy, they produced some backs, haven't they?
They do. They are run heavy, and backs are attracted to that. They know they're going to carry the football often, and they'll get plenty of help from those big people up front. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And Nelson's got it here right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 28 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. He juked him. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson, 95 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
When Cordero Patterson came out of the University of Tennessee, his athletic ability was never in question. We knew he could do things like this, return kicks. Thought he would develop better as a receiver. That hasn't happened, but his kick return ability, not in question at all.
He was the only guy with 2 kick returns for a touchdown in 2015, keeping the electricity alive in 2016. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Complete. Starks on the screen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Tim Mastay now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sherrills to return it. Oh, he shifts past him. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And there's a flag on the field. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
They go play action here on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll be a Minnesota first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. To the air again with Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got time in the pocket. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And he fires one incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Bridgewater to throw it. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So off is Bridgewater, on the kicker Blair Walsh on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look